Good morning, friends of Knox-Metropolitan United Church, kids at home. May graves and Reese's, no wait, that's not right. Sorry, may grapes and peace, no wait, sorry, may grace and peace be with you all, wherever you're watching, whenever you're joining with us. If you're up for it, let us know in the comments who's watching along on this All Saints Day morning. And if you're still wearing your costume from last night, let us know what you're dressed up as. You may see some costumed folks around here. On All Saints Day, we celebrate how we are all connected, even though this year we're doing so in lots of different places. We're going to sing some songs, we're going to share a story together, and we're going to share our prayers. And if you would like other people to be holding in their hearts and minds your prayers, you can add them in the comments below. And then we'll head off into our own separate days. Remember, our 10:30 traditional service happens on Facebook Live or in the sanctuary. And at 11:30, our virtual coffee time takes place on Zoom. We're going to begin by lighting our candle and singing our opening song. I think we've got some helpers who are going to help with that. It's already been mentioned. Our opening song, God welcomes all, strangers and friend. God's love is strong, and it never ends. We'll sing that together. God welcomes all, stranger and friend. God's love is strong and it never ends. God welcomes all, stranger and friend. God's love is strong and it never ends. And we're going to sing it through twice more. But this time, instead of stranger and friend, we're going to leave some space for you. And you can say the names of the people that are with you, like Ginny and Myrtle. Or, if you'd like, you can say the names of the people who have commented below that they're watching along. Sound good? Excellent. Let's try that together. God welcomes all. God's love is strong and it never ends. God welcomes all. God's love is strong and it never ends. God's love is strong and it never ends. Good job, folks. Thanks so much for singing with us. Awesome. Down. We'll just leave that there in case anything needs sorting later on. At this point in our gathering, we always do a body prayer. A body prayer reminds us that our prayers may come from our minds, our hearts, and our mouths, but our whole selves are involved in living out our prayers and answering the prayers of others. So I want you to stand up if you can. This is a good standing up body prayer. And last week, we began trying a prayer from Julian of Norwich. Shout out to all the cat-loving saints out there on this All Saints Day. And there were 4 actions. We start with our hands like this. Put our hands up like this. We bring our hands into our hearts. And we put our hands down like this, like we are ready to go into the world. We start with our hands like this. We lift up our hands like this. We bring our hands into our hearts. We lay our hands down like this. And there's 4 words. Await, allow, accept, and attend. Thanks. Julian of Norwich used to teach that each of us is born of God, that of the divine, of joy, peace, love, and justice is at the very core of each person. That we are born of God, that we come from that stuff, and that through our lives into the world, that of God is born into this world. And so we begin by awaiting and making space within. So let's start with await. And we lift our hands up to allow. We bring our hands to our hearts to accept. Put our hands out to attend. We await to make space within. We open our hands up to the sky to allow. We bring forth our hands to our hearts to accept. Finally, we put our hands out to attend to what we are called to do and be in the world. And one more time, await, allow, accept, and attend. Amen. We're going to sing another song together. I hope you'll join us. Now, around this time in other circumstances, we might have gathered for a special service called Waffle Church, where we would share waffles and create art together and share our prayers. And we can't do that this year. But what we can do is we can sing one of our favorite Waffle Church songs, The Welcome Table. The song goes like this. We're going to sit at the welcome table. I'm going to say that, you say it back to me. We're going to sit at the welcome table. Well, we'll try that again. We're going to sit at the welcome table.
We're going to sit at the welcome table.
We're going to sit at the welcome table one of these days.
We're going to sit at the welcome table one of these days.
We're going to sit at the welcome table.
We're going to sit at the welcome table.
We're going to sit at the welcome table one of these days.
We're going to sit at the welcome table one of these days. One of these days.
One of these days. And this song came from slaves living in what's now called the United States of America. And they sang this song recognizing that in the world that they lived in, there was not space for who they were and who their community was at the table. And they longed for a day, and they sought to create by resisting and finding the worth within the table where each one of them and all people could be welcome. And that's going to come back in our story, kind of like it was in our story last week as well. So first time, we're going to sit at the welcome table, and then there's 2 more verses. Here we go. We're gonna sit at the welcome table. We're gonna sit at the welcome table one of these days. We're gonna sit at the welcome table. We're gonna sit at the welcome table one of these days. Let's try that again. We're gonna sit at the welcome table. We're gonna sit at the welcome table one of these days. We're gonna sit at the welcome table. We're gonna sit at the welcome table one of these days. Now, the next verse we go, you and me are at the table. But each time we point at someone different, so we might go, you and me are at the table. You and me at the table one of these days. So maybe you could point to someone in the room with you, or you could point to us, and maybe we'll be pointing back. We'll see how that goes. You and me are at the table. You and me are at the table one of these days. You and me are at the table. We're gonna sit at the welcome table one of these days. And the last time we sing everybody at the table. So we go, everybody at the table. You're getting it. I think you got this, folks. So you're going to have to everybody for me because my hands are busy playing some notes. Ready? Here we go. Everybody's at the table. Everybody at the table one of these days. Everybody at the table. We're gonna sit at the welcome table one of these days. One last time. Everybody at the table. Everybody at the table one of these days. Everybody at the table. We're gonna sit at the welcome table one of these days. We're gonna sit at the welcome table one of these days. Thanks so much, friends. We learned that song from our friends at Simple Church in Grafton, and they do that at their pancake church. Pancakes, waffles, I think they can get together okay. We're going to get into a time for a story. So I want to invite you to find yourself in a good story listening space. We're going to set up a camera. Because it's All Saints Sunday, a time where we remember those to whom we are connected, even when we can't be together. We're going back to one of our favorite story boxes. In fact, the first story box that we shared when we started doing our services in this way. But it's got a little bit of a special twist at the end. I hope you can join us.
Hey everyone. I think we have a gold box. It's very, very shiny. And like gold, stories are very valuable. Maybe even more valuable than gold. Also, this box opens and closes. And just like stories sometimes are open to us and they have meaning, and sometimes they're closed and they don't. But the great thing is that we can keep coming back to them and learning new things. And this box also is like a present. And stories, like presents, can be a gift for all of us. Should we see what's in the box? All right, let's see what's in the box. Isaac, can you move over here? I wonder what this is. It's green. A rectangle. I think some of you may guess what it is. extra door. Put those on. All right. I think we're ready. There once was a person who said such wonderful things and did such amazing things that people began to follow this person. But they didn't really know who this person was, so one day they just had to ask, "Who are you?" And this is what Jesus said. "I am the good shepherd. I know each of my sheep by name. My sheep know my voice, and when I call them out of the sheepfold, they follow me. I go before them to show them the way. I lead them to the soft green grass. I lead them to the cool, quiet waters. And when there are dark places, I go before them to show them the way." I count my sheep to make sure none of them are missing. I will go anywhere to look for them. And when I find my sheep, I will carry it safely home, even if it is heavy, and even if I am very tired. When all of my sheep are back in the sheepfold, I am very happy, and I call all of my friends to have a feast. This is the ordinary shepherd. When the ordinary shepherd takes the sheep out of the sheepfold, they do not show them the way. The sheep wander and scatter. When the wolf comes, the ordinary shepherd runs away. But the good shepherd stands between the wolf and the sheep. And even gives their life for the sheep, so the sheep can go safely back into the sheepfold. I wonder if the sheep have names. I wonder if the sheep are happy in the sheepfold. I wonder what places make you feel happy and safe. I wonder when you felt like a scary place. I wonder who helped you. I wonder who are good shepherds for you. I wonder how we can be good shepherds for others. On All Saints' Day, we remember the people to whom we are connected. if we were at the church today, we would gather around a table. And we'd share the bread and the cup together. It feels really weird that we can't. And it reminds us of how much we miss being able to be together. So it's good to remember that we choose to give space, to protect and care for one another, and we think of all the people we would like to be with today. And we look forward to the time that the right thing to do will be to gather together again. Until then, we will continue to bless the space between us. Thanks for wondering with me.
Thanks for the story. And thanks for wondering. Before we share prayers, we're going to sing a prayer song. Oh, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Now, sanctuary could be a word for a room like the sanctuary at the church building. The sanctuary also means a safe space. We hope that that room is a safe space for those who are part of that community. But the way that this song reminds us is that we are praying that we would become sanctuary. Just like Julian of Norwich's prayer, that we would become God's goodness, beauty, peace, and justice in the places that we live. And that within ourselves and within the communities we make, that we would be safe space as well. It goes like this.
Oh, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you.
And if you've got a higher type voice, you can join with Cheryl in the high type part to this next verse. Oh, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. All together.
Oh, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you.
Great job. We're going to sit down to share our prayers together. Come on, Amber. I want to invite us to take our hands and bring them together like this. It's kind of like a boat, kind of like a nest, kind of like a little sheepfold. I wonder what we hold in there. I wonder what we hold in our little sanctuary of our hands right now. I wonder what joys. I wonder what thanksgiving. I wonder what people that we love and care about who are near to us that we hold in that space. And I wonder about what worries. I wonder about what sadnesses. I wonder about what people that we miss, that we can't be near, that we hold in this space as well. Whether people who are far away, or even people who have left our lives in other ways. People for whom we're separated by life and death. We hold these things together. If you'd like to write something or someone in the comments, we'd invite you to do so that we can all hold that together. We're going to bring our prayers together. So I want to invite you to stand as you are able. We're going to share a prayer Jesus taught friends and followers both. We're going to share it with words and with actions. As a child turns to her mother, so we turn to God and pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. And if we were together, we would share peace. But we're not together. Shall we share peace like this through American Sign Language? We start with our hands like this, and our hands become something else and quiet. So when things become quiet, that is one way to say peace. Peace be with you. Peace be with you, and also with you. One last time. Peace be with you, and also with you. Thanks, folks. We're going to end, as we like to end these gatherings, with our blessing song to bless each other as we go. May God bless you and keep you. May light from God's face shine upon you and give you peace, and give you peace, and give you peace forever. Here we are.
May God bless you and keep you. May light from God's face shine upon you and give you peace, and give you peace, and give you peace forever. May God bless you and keep you. May light from God's face shine upon you and give you peace, and give you peace, and give you peace forever, and give you peace, and give you peace, and give you peace forever.
So friends, whatever you have in store for the rest of the day, may grace and peace and grapes and peas be with you today and every day. See you soon.